Hello, this is episode number... Is it 8? I think it's 8. Yeah, because Chamber was number 7. No, there's number 9. Because it'd been... Yeah, whatever. The next episode, I'll call it, of the TEW 2016 Challenge Run. I have forgotten to record the opening page, which I don't think anyone really cares about, so we'll just get straight into the show. Daniel Bryan opens SmackDown with main event Rowan up the Rowan. He says that during the Elimination Chamber he overcame insurmountable odds and managed to retain his championship for the planet and remain the planet's champion. He's beaten everyone on SmackDown and will continue to reign as the WWE champion. He's interrupted by Mustafa Ali, who says that he was the last guy in the chamber and he took Bryan to his limits. And if he gets another shot one-on-one at Bryan, he wants to prove that he can beat him. He's interrupted by Randy Orton, who would rant something about being a viper, biting the head off people. Then Jeff Hardy would come out, AJ Styles would come out, you see where this is going. And then Triple H would pop up on the title and be like, "Ugh, in the main event, AJ Styles versus Mustafa Ali versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Winner will face Daniel Bryan at Fastlane for the WWE title." Rowan, of all people, who wasn't rated, is improving in acting. Up the Rowan. United States title match. Apparently they don't click. But EC3 finally gets the defense when Shinsuke runs in and gets Rusev disqualified. And after the match, Rusev and Shinsuke batter EC3. Maybe do the pose of the title thing. But there's 2 of them, so I don't know who would do it. Probably Rusev, to be fair. But that's not important. We then get new Women's Tag Team Champions, first ever inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions, the Iconics. They come to the ring and they're like, we told you we were the best tag team in that match, mate, and we came out on top and we are better than everyone else and we're going to prove that right now. We have an open challenge. Answered by Sonya and Mandy, who, as we know, they don't click. Billy got injured. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So the Iconics win, thanks to Peyton getting the win over Sonya, because Billy got fucking injured. After the match, yes, I know, I want to get it off my screen. Oh, hey, why did this do so much better? Yeah, Mandy would get angry that Sonya got pinned 2 matches in a row, took the fall in the chamber, took the fall tonight, and she would attack Sonya, and they break up, because they have no chem, and they can't be a team anymore. So yeah. Absolution is dead. Fire and Desire, whatever you want to call them. Asuka gets a quick win over Carmella, just to give her a nice win on the show, because she was off for a couple of weeks ago. She beat someone last week, and she's getting another win here tonight. The real news, though, is after the match. Asuka's in the ring, and the lights go off again, and the weird spoopy video would play again. It would say Nikki is coming, and then it would turn off and would restart, say Nikki is here. The lights come back on. Nikki is coming, and oh boy is she. Nikki Bella comes to the ring, and before she can get a word out, the lights go off again. And when they come back on, the other Nikki is stood in the ring. The two Nikkis have a standoff. Nikki was like, it was all a ruse, I did it to try and get into your head. Nikki's like, play with Nikki. And Asuka's like, okay. So, which Nikki will be getting the title shot at Asuka at Fastlane? Wait and see. One-minute squash match to fill the match quota. Todd Dillinger rolls up Eric Young in a minute. Not much to it. Uso Penitentiary is what we would call this segment. Not an actual talk show, but just like their own talking segment. Where the Usos would come out and brag about being the best tag team of the last decade. They'd be interrupted, of course, by New Day, who said, hey, we're glad that you finally got the belts off Shane and The Miz, but we said when you got the titles back, we'd be tearing it up again for those titles. And then the Bar come out, and Sheamus is like, oh fella, you said it would be all three of us teams, and as long as you forgot, we don't just set the Bar, we are the Bar, blah blah blah. And the Usos are, oh, hey, we only want to face the best as the best tag team in the last decade. So the two of you can go 2-on-2 right now, and the winners will get the title shot at Fastlane. And that match is won by New Day when Kofi pins Cesaro with the midnight hour. I'm just getting caught off guard because this is actually the first time I've actually ever done a save where Sheamus and Cesaro had good chem together. So, wait, maybe I won't be breaking up the Bar. Shane is in his office on his phone. He's saying like, hey man, I screwed up at Elimination Chamber, but I want to keep this team alive. Please call me back or come to SmackDown next week and we can discuss this. Shane on the phone to The Miz trying to reason with him. Just a quick segment. Shane wants to keep the team alive. We haven't heard from Miz since the Chamber. Main event. Well, eventually when Ali gets up there, these are going to get better because I'm going to have to stop keeping people strong. Both AJ and Orton bitched about jobbing here, so they had to be kept strong in the notes. So Jeff Hardy took the pinfall with the 054, with Ali going on to Fastlane to face Daniel Bryan for the WWE title. And 79B, pretty bleh show. And we'll pause right here, and I'll be straight back with 205 Live. And we're back for some more Cruiserweight action for 205 Live. This is a very match-heavy show. We've got a lot of the point system, the leaderboard matches. We've got 3 of them on this show, as well as the tag match. Advertised them last week. Open up, Mark Kanellis gets his first point onto the leaderboard with a win over Tony Nese. Him and Maria are apparently an awkward pairing. That's what's stopping me from using him more, because the game is making up lies about Mike and his wife. Next up, Cedric gets his first win on the scoreboard with a victory over Humberto Carrillo with a lumbar check. And then the last of the 3 leaderboard matches, Gulak gets a submission win over Kalisto, getting Gulak his first win on the board and erasing Kalisto from the board because fuck Kalisto. This could be an even quicker show than usual because I can see I'm already a minute in and we've only got a segment left. Segment that has been a couple of weeks in the build. Ken Gallagher and Webster are in the ring. Kendrick comes out and he says he's finally going to bring out who he's deemed the future of 205 Live. Someone who he's looked at, he's watched ever since he first came into WWE and knows he's going to be a big deal. That man is, of course, Mr. Tyler Bate from NXT UK, who comes in and gets the winning fall for his team with a victory over Jack Gallagher. Of course, this is not a points matchup. This is not a scoreboard match, so Webster wouldn't lose his spot on the rankings. Bate and Kendrick don't gain one. And it's the very quick 205 Live. Didn't really put any interviews in there on there. I wanted to get more of the scoreboard matches up, which I can bring up now. Okay, there we go. There's the current scoreboard. We've got 1 point. We've got Mike, Webster, Cedric, and Gulak. And that's the end of 205 Live and this episode. See you next time for another episode of Raw.